Good morning, campers. It's 18th of June. It's 9. No, it's not. It's 10:39. I didn't bloody. Oh yeah, no. Hang on, I meant to put my shoes on. I had quite a quiet night here last night, apart from the bloody rain. It's up at White Horse. I think it's called White Horse Hill. Yeah, I mean, a couple of youngins come in about, I don't know, 8:30 or something, 9 o'clock, and stayed down the other end. A little bit of music, quite nice. And apart from that, I'm parked a little bit close to a tree. So I drink my tea. Yeah, it was unclear. Or my solar panels, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're only 0.4 out. But we still got plenty of electric, so there you go. I just have I don't know if it's how wet out it is. How wet out it is. I'll have to fix this. It's my step. I think it started raining again. But it's yeah, it's called White Horse Hill. It's written on that bloody sign. Oh, please keep 2 meters apart. Well, there's plenty of room out there to keep 2 meters apart, isn't there? Yeah, there's a viewpoint there, 1/4 mile, if you can see that. There's Wayland's Smithy up there, 1.5 miles. The White Horse is that way, 1/2 mile. And the viewing point's 1/4 mile. But have you displayed a valid ticket now? National Trust is open to the public, subject to the byway laws. Bylaws on the back of this notice, please. Leaving litter. Sheep grazing must be kept. Sheep's grazing must be kept on a lead. I say it's quite pleasant out here, isn't it? A bit misty. It's not very busy. I bet it's fucking hectic in the summer. But it is a nice spot, isn't it? So you can have a little look about. Excuse me. Early morning, I'm an old man, you'll have to excuse me. Yeah, and this is where this is where I parked. Typical chalky white, pull up in full abandonment. I'm going to take my tyres. I'm going to check my tyres. Oh yeah, my tyres still up, alright. Pigeon, see? Where he went then? Can't see him, but there's one come right up by the door. All these cones, I was going to pick some of them up yesterday. I should have done when it was still dry, shouldn't I? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we're back in the van. Don't know if that's going to shade stay up or not. Kettle on. Oh. Yes, it's very nice here. I never know it. Blah, 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 blah. That's why I got me drinking tea teeth in, not me fucking talking teeth. Yeah, it's quite a pleasant. So I got like central fucking eating on the door open, haven't I? Yeah, it's quite nice up here. I was making a move in a minute and go see my mate Jane. I think where she lives about 27 miles away. You know, I've got to park my breakfast for that though. But yeah, so whether I should get up there, what time I should get up there. She's working till 4:30, but she said there's plenty of room in the office so we can sit in there and stay apart. Yeah. Yeah, that's really fucking weird, that is, because she said to me, well, we can stay at fucking park. I ain't never been fucking close to her, so it's bit of an odd one. Yeah, I'll tell you what I did last night, though. I sat here last night, and about 9 o'clock, I was sat here with the door open, and it didn't obvious to you, I was going to say obviously then, but that side is the hedge, and that side is the road. And I heard a car, so I looked out sort of there, and it was a police BMW, X5. And he come up there past here really, really slow, and he went off up there. Went off up. Let me see. He went off up that way. So I got my camera, got me thing. I thought I'll get prepared in case he comes back. So I got my camera and set my camera up like that. So I got the full of the door, and you're right by me, so you could hear everything. And never come nowhere near me. But I mean, the thing is I ain't doing nothing wrong, am I? I'm out overnight. But as I live in the van, you know, I mean, the difference is living in the van and having to live in the van. And that's the difference, you know. I was going to go into that I was going to go into, oh yeah, bloody hell, look at that mess I just trampled. Look at that. That's picked all the bloody acorns up in bits. In dead wood. Look at that, I got it bloody everywhere. Yeah, I was going to say, having to live in the van, but see, where it says in the law that you can stay out if you live in your van, you know, it doesn't say you can stay out if you choose to live in your van. Because I suppose there could be people, I mean, well, I know a couple of women who told me they've been in dodgy relationships and they've split up and decided to buy a van. And then I've known other women tell me that they've moved into vans because they had to, they had nowhere else to go. But I dare say, with my friends and family and bits and pieces, I wouldn't be on the street, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I just saying there's a few places I could go. But I choose not to. I choose to live in my van. Yeah, it's good, it is. I mean, you can see it must be a babe. I mean, she's quite happy for me to wander. That's what we got an agreement we have. You know, she's quite happy for me to wander, and I'm quite happy to wander. Yeah, so, yeah. But, yeah, so I don't want discussion on it. You know, people say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do the other. But, like I say, if I was parked outside her house, in the van on my own, which people think, well, that's right, you stay there on your, well, people call it me drive, you've done a bit of a bloody drive. I'm on a public road. And then all the kids next door, I mean, they got 5, next door got 3, next door got 3 to them. I mean, all the kids come along and talk to me. You know? Yeah. And they'll come along and sit on my step and sit outside and chat, and you know, I'm half dozing in the chair and they'd talk to me and frighten the bloody life out of me. And yeah, or I could, I don't know. I mean, it's where my postal address is. I mean, I suppose I could go and park in the car park there, so I got turfed out of there. If I want to stay in, I mean, this is if I want to stay in the van. Park outside my sister's if push come to shove, then I'll be on the road. You know. Yeah. Yeah. So you go over at Peter's, I could go live up there. Go there. Peter put me up if I were desperate. I could park inside his house. You know, there's loads of places I could sort of go and park. You know. But I dare say being disabled and what have you, if I went to the council, I said, get me a little flat, wouldn't they? If I want a little flat. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I went there and said to her a little flat, and I thought she said a little flat. I thought she was being personal, so I walked out. I'm not a little fat, I'm fat. Anyway, that's enough my nonsense. I can't even know what else to say. My eyes out red, that one is. No. Anyway. Yeah. Going to Maggie's in park, hello. Mind you, I want to fucking park on her drive, because her fucking drive's like fucking coming out of the fucking white horse. It's like bloody, like that it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a car in there and the fucking wouldn't start. You'd have a hell of a job to get the bugger off. Because you'd be towing, I expect, on an angle. Trying to tow up sort of the flat to there, yeah. Anyway, that's by the by. I'll have to speak to you all later. I'll see you later. I'll let you carry on my day and show you things as I go along. Not very interested, because I'm not very interested. I'll speak to you later. Remember, stay classy, no fighting. Bye-bye.